Okay, team, hey, here we are looking at the 10.4 enrichment and extension worksheet. We've been working in exponents, and it turns out that there is something called an exponential equation. This is different than a linear equation that we've talked about a little bit. A linear just means a straight line. When something increases at a consistent rate, aka slope, that was called a linear equation. Turns out we can also talk about a thing called an exponential equation, and that's what you're exploring in this enrichment worksheet. It turns out, spoiler alert, it turns out it looks like a bit of a curve. Now, it turns out that you can use this thing called Desmos. You can go to desmos.com and go to this graphing calculator, and you can type in different equations to see what they look like. For example, there is a linear equation right there. If I go back to my worksheet here, I can see that a exponential equation looks like this. Y equals a to the x, where we can choose a, that base of the exponent x. So here's an example, y equals 2 to the x. So I'm going to go to Desmos here, my graphing calculator. I'm going to type in y equals 2, and I can use the Shift 6 to get an exponent up there, just so you know, Shift 6 if you're looking to type in the exponent. Anyway, and I can look at the curve there. You can see it right there. Let's see what else you may need. So is the graph y equals 2 to the x linear? Well, I'll let you explain that. What is the y-intercept of this graph y equals 2 to the x? You know what? I'm going to let you do a quick Google search if you need to remind yourself as to what the y-intercept is. And then the other thing that I was going to tell you about was to complete this table, you are going to plug in these different values in for x. Okay, plug them in for x. So y equals 1/2 to the x. Well, let's pretend x is -3. So I'm going to pull up a calculator, a real calculator, and I'm just going to type that in. Parentheses 1 over 2. Let's make sure we get that right. 1 over 2. Close parentheses here. Exponent button is right there. Click the exponent button, and I'm going to put in x, but x is -3. And my answer is 8. So if I was doing this assignment, I would copy down this table right here. And I know that when x is -3, y is 8. So there's the first blank box for you, all right? Now, I'd like you to do your absolute best to answer every question on this worksheet. If you get stuck on something, your first resource should be Googling. You should be Googling it. This is sort of a self-led challenge worksheet, so I'm challenging you to predominantly be your own problem solver here. Now, at some point, absolutely, I can also help you as well. So thanks, guys. Have fun, and I'm excited that you took on this challenge. Good for you. Bywater out.